The problem about covering anything about Rainbow Six Siege performance is that I have no idea what's supposed to be a feature and what's a bug. Yes, they recently got rid of the popular Vulkan API mode with the release of the new season, Twin Shells. Instead, it got replaced with a fancy new DirectX 12 mode. Yes, finally, this game that's how old is finally getting a DX12 mode. But the real question now is, should you play it? Well, let's look over some performance, and surprisingly, it's the older DirectX 11 mode that will actually provide you with better performance right now. Probably the biggest reason for that, however, is the stuttering. No, it's not just your PC. If you tried playing in a brand new DirectX 12 mode, you'll notice that it can get a bunch of very weird lag spikes, which results in the abysmal minimums when compared to its older counterpart. But okay, that's on a newer rig with an RTX 4080. Let's try something a bit older, like a 1080 Ti. An absolute beast still to its day, but starting to show its age and based on a very old architecture at this point. How does that perform? And surprisingly here in DirectX 12 it actually performs a tad better, but that changes when you get to 1080p, is lucky yet again because of how much the minimums affect the overall scoring here. And I could go through every single possible spec combination here, but the issue is that just like in our video covering DirectX versus Vulkan, pretty much every single CPU and GPU configuration behaves slightly differently, and even just given these initial results, pretty much the best thing you can do is try both, run a benchmark and see which one performs better on your specific PC. But that is not where the differences end though. As you may remember, Vulkan had some exclusive features, like for example, access to third-party upscalers like DLSS and FSR. Those are now available in DirectX 12 instead. And for whatever reason, Ubisoft still include an FSR 1.0 option, even though Gen 2 is right there, so I have no idea who'd even go for that. But then DLSS isn't labeled at all, though given the performance and the release date and stuff, I'd imagine that's just DLSS 2, it's not the latest DLSS 3 or anything. We also get NVIDIA Reflex now with DirectX 12, NVIDIA's latency reducing tech, which is obviously pretty important for an esports title like this. As for which API you should play with then, well, as of right now, especially in a game like Siege, FPS and consistent FPS at that is probably the most important thing, and you can probably forget about stuff like NVIDIA Reflex or various upscalers for now, even if they are kind of nice. However, these things will probably get patched with time, and hopefully the X12 will become more playable as the season goes on. But I want to know exactly what your experience is with this so far. Post your results down in the comments below so we can create this database so people know exactly what specs and what parts work best with which API. So if you want to help out with that, again, leave a comment down below and maybe check out our Patreon so we can do more content like this in the future. Plus huge thanks to Gavin Burns, Justin Rage, Ella Vroniak, Bartosz Velka, Patrick Harrison, Not a Pseudonym, Meg Sumner, Shane Allcraft, Level Up and Robert Sanders. But anyway, that's about it, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember, subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone, goodbye.